And I remember actually going to like my finance class, and they were teaching us about finance, and then I'd actually like be like, "Dear professor, can I go and like, I'm going to Silicon Valley to go meet with, you know, some Fortune 500 company, because they're interested in investing. That's what you're teaching right now, so can I make up the test? Because this is, I'm actually going to do this." And I just remember this teacher being like, "Nope, you have to take the test now or you're going to get 0. And I ended up getting a 0 on it, and I was like, well, good thing I didn't get 0 in life. Innovation, by its definition, is disrupting something that exists, right? And so most of 99% of the time, the people that exist don't want you to exist because you take away what they have. And so, you know, it's unfortunate, but a lot of our economy is kind of based on protecting the old ways of doing things. And so that's why entrepreneurship, I think, is such a struggle, because it really is about, you know, uprooting what exists to make it better. And that's the beauty of, to be honest, that's the beauty of capitalism, is it is this creative destruction process of young entrepreneurs uprooting the older establishment. I mean, that's a story as old as the Greeks. It's the, you know, the young person always wants to kill the father and, you know, uproot the king. You know, it's that long live the king mentality. So anyway, that's, I mean, there's a lot more to entrepreneurship than just that, but it's, that's why I think it takes a little more than just a rosy picture of let's all be friends, because entrepreneurship is tough. The hardest things, you know, I think everyone thinks entrepreneurs always have this life of being able to travel everywhere and do whatever they want. And the hardest parts are really the simplest things, like, you know, when you have to fire people. It sucks. There's no glory in it. And you don't get any recognition for a long time. And, you know, it carries a lot of things that you just have to make it through. And that's why I think the number one thing I said was self-belief, because there's a lot of things in entrepreneurship that test your self-belief. A big part of being successful at something is proving to somebody, whether it's an investor, a customer, anyone that's related to your business, getting them to believe that you can actually do it. And so, one, I guess, is networking. Two is believing in yourself and actually never giving up on that belief. Let's see. Three, always have a good legal team. Because everyone always tries to attack you when you're trying to innovate. At the end of the day, something like the natural order of life is for things not to happen, and so you have to make things happen. So the Nike quote there is pretty much as accurate as it comes on when it comes to entrepreneurship, which is just go do it. Go out and network. Go out and figure out with your idea, what customers want, what problem you're trying to solve. And trust me, I run into a lot of people that are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. There's so many things that have already been done. You know, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, there are so many problems to solve. Education is a disaster. Energy is a disaster. I mean, there's so many things that they're still yet to solve. I mean, I'm looking at my table here. There's publications are in a disarray. You know, the news ecosystem hasn't figured out a business model for online yet. Outside of, like, print is declining. You know, you get the old jobs are shedding, and so that gives all of us young people this incredible opportunity to take advantage of this thing called the internet and create new models, create new things. And that's where, to be honest, that's where wealth comes from. That's where, you know, our generations of Carnegies and Mellons and stuff come from, is this next sort of transfer between what used to be the old print, you know, sort of non-internet services now turning into internet services. I mean, entrepreneurship is definitely tough. It is not for the weak of heart, and, you know, it carries a lot of ups and downs. But, you know, in life, I've found out that when you have a passion for something, and, you know, the times you feel most alive are when things are up and down and crazy. Because the standard sort of steady thing is a little boring at times, at least for me. It's the thrill of knowing that the doomsday is a month away. Sometimes it gets you excited about stuff, about life.